Day 2 homework for geometry here in the first unit of constructions. Again, starting off with some definition review. You can use the notes that you get from me in the class in order to fill it out. A refresher on problems. So I'll do the number 7 here. We got point R between S and T. SR is x squared, RT is 8x, and ST is equal to 20. We need to find the value of x. So first things first, we're going to state what each section is worth. So S to R is x squared, R to T is worth 8x, and the whole thing is worth 20. So just like in classwork, I'm going to add the two sections and set it equal to the whole thing. So one section is x squared. The other section that we're going to add is 8x, and that is equal to the whole thing, 20. Now what we have to do is we have to figure out the value of x. This part, because we're dealing with x squared, this doesn't really help us out. However, if we do set it up in a manner where we could factor it, it would help us out immensely. So I'm going to subtract 20 from both sides so I have it equal to 0. So I can't subtract 20 from x squared or 8x, so I really have this trinomial 8x squared, or not 8x squared, just x squared plus 8x minus 20 gives me 0. To factor it, what I really end up doing is creating a set of parentheses, or rather two set of parentheses equaling 0. So I have to create two binomials that are going to make this trinomial. So if I think about it, the first term times the first term has to give me x squared, and the only way I get x squared if it's x times x. Now what I need to do is I got to come up with two numbers here. The two numbers are going to do two things. The two numbers will multiply to be negative 20, and they will add to 8. So if I think about factors of 20, we got 20 times 1, we got 10 times 2, we got 4 times 5. So I take a look at these three pairs, and which one looks like I'm going to be able to get 8 somehow. 20 and 1, no matter what I do. 20 plus 1 or 20 minus 1, I'm not going to be getting 8. 10 plus 2 is 12, 10 minus 2 is 8, so that is a possibility. And then 4 plus 5 or 4 minus 5, not going to happen. So the two numbers I'm going to be dealing with are 10 and 2. They multiply to be a negative number, but add to a positive. In this situation, what happens is the larger number is going to get the symbol on the middle term. So so the larger number will be positive, so 10, 2. 10 is bigger, so it gets a plus. 2 gets a minus. So I need to come up with values of x that will give me 0. So I can set x plus 10 gives me 0. And x minus 2 gives me 0. I'll subtract 10 from both sides. I get x equals negative 10. And over here I can add 2 to both sides. So I get x equals 2. So again, we got to find the value of x. Technically I did. Negative 10 and 2. So what I need to do now is I need to make sure that x squared plus 8x gives me 20. So using the calculator, so negative 10 squared plus 8 times negative 10 gives me 20, so that one checks out. And then if I check out 2, I have 2 squared plus 8 times 2. I also get 20. So they both check out. So here I have values of x of negative 10 and 2 for this one. And I'm going to do the same thing for number 8. Number 9, we have bisector. So it cuts it in half. So each section is the same of segment LM. And we are told in 10 that line AB is perpendicular to CD, line CD. So this little symbol means perpendicular. Which again means we have a 90-degree angle at that particular line. So keep that in mind when you solve these particular problems.